want to share with you a painting that was made in 1645 by the painter Georges de la Tour, and it's the third of three works that have been chosen to accompany Ephesians chapter 5 and be part of a meditation on light and the way in which Christ's light seeks to illuminate us. And that's part of our reflections on Advent and how the light that's coming into the world can be something in which we also share. If you'd like to look in more detail at the painting, do visit the visual commentary on Scripture. This is the address of the page that deals especially with this work. So you can look at it in great detail, zoom in on it and spend time with it if you visit it at this address. De la Tour was somebody who loved painting dark scenes, yet with a strongly glowing light in the midst of them. And we see that here. It's called The Newborn Child. And whilst it might just be an everyday child with its mother and a midwife in attendance, we know that at the same time this is the Christ child. He's given us a strong sense that this is a scene both naturalistic but also very, very symbolically charged. And I think it's above all because of the way that he's used light. The midwife is holding a candle, but concealing the bright flame of the candle from us by her upraised left hand. And this, deliberately, I think, by the painter, creates an extraordinary effect because we don't directly see where the light comes from. It reflects back from the child himself and partly illuminates the faces of the women as though the light is itself coming from the Christ child, which is a powerful way to reflect on the words of Ephesians 5 themselves, which talk about how Christ gives light to us. It's a painting, therefore, that delivers to us a symbolic truth, showing us how the light of faith is fulfilled by our openness to Christ, but also how we have a role to emit light too. It's as though the women illuminate the child, just as the child too illuminates the women. Their affection, their love, their nurture is part of what gives this child what it needs. But at the same time, in a reciprocal illumination, they're being given what they need in terms of the spiritual blessing that comes from this child, a blessing not only for them, but for all who are in this world and who await him and his light and long for it and make themselves ready to receive it. It's a quiet moment of peace and love, outwardly silent, but yet at the same time inwardly charged with this most powerful of dynamics, a mystical moment, and yet also an ethical moment, which is important for us, I think, to be reminded of this Advent too. Advent being a season when we're called to live lives of righteousness, lives worthy of the light, lives in which we ask whether our thoughts and feelings and words and actions are transparent and can stand the light of day. This beautiful painting, I think, underlines the importance of affection, attention, concentration, silence, and purity. And I pray that they may be gifts that you know afresh this Advent too.